What's going on, everyone? This is Stan, and I'm just here to show you a deck I'm currently building for my friend, and it's a zombie stall beatdown deck. Now, I can't stress to you how much this deck is not done, but I've used the final product of this deck on Dueling Network and Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, and it's actually really scary to go against. It doesn't run an extra deck. It can, but there's no real need to. Yeah, let's get onto it. I put 3 Spirit Reapers, which is just basically part of the stall build, basically, it cannot be destroyed by battle. Yeah, and when this card is sent to the graveyard or something, when this card's target, basically this is just a stall part. I'm not going to go into its effects because I can't read through the camera. I run 3 zombie masters. Basically this is good for the whole I guess you can say swarm mill part of the deck. I could get rid of a level 4 or I think it's just any other. Hold on. Yeah, I can get rid of any monster. So, from my hand, so I'd get rid of, like, Mizuki or Bacon Saver, cards that are good in the graveyard. Get rid of them from my hand, and then target cards like Pyramid Turtle and Spirit Reaper to, go for more cards and to stall more. So, yeah. I run 2 Pyramid Turtles and 1 Goblin Zombie. The reason why I run the Goblin Zombies is because I don't have a 3rd Pyramid Turtle, but we'll just pretend this is another Pyramid Turtle. I run Pyramid Turtle to go for my beat stick monsters like Red Eyes Zombie Dragon and Patrician of Darkness. So yeah, I run 2 Patrician of Darkness. Now, Patrician of Darkness is probably one of my favorite and one of the best cards in this deck, just for the fact that it will make it to where the stall capabilities of this deck are near godlike. Its effect is just I get to choose my opponent's attack targets. So, like, say if I have this in defense position and have this on the field, I can just use his effect to where all my opponent's attacks go straight to him, and it doesn't do anything because he can't be destroyed by battle. So yeah, little tip for zombie players. I run 2 Shoten Doji. Shoten Doji is probably one of the better cards in this deck. It helps get off the effects of those cards that are in the graveyard by sending them into the banish zone, and then when they're in the banish zone, you get to put them back into the deck. Basically, its effect is when target 2 zombie-type monsters in your graveyard, banish them, draw 1 card. And then its second effect is target 1 banished zombie-type monster, put it on top of the deck, and yeah, so this is a good card to run. I run 2 Bacon Savers. Basically, the Bacon Saver is good for a card that if I want to get rid of something for like Zombie Master or certain cards that I run in this deck, this could be a card that I would get rid of from my hand, because when it's in the graveyard, it works like a Battle Fader. Or not even a Battle Fader, but just like it will negate one of the attacks, like a Necro Gardener. And then I run 2 Pump Princesses. I run Pump Princess for really no reason at all. I mean, it's good to run because I don't really have much of a back row variant deck. It's not back row variant at all, actually. But it's something I'm going to actually be getting rid of, but it will decrease my opponent's monster's attack points. So yeah, I run 1 Mizuki. This is very, very temporary. I am going to be running 3 of these. Mizuki is probably the best zombie card for when you're building a legit zombie deck. Its effect is when it's in the graveyard, banish it and target any zombie-type monster in your graveyard and special summon that card. So, if, like, a zombie card that's really big goes into the graveyard, not all is lost. So, yeah, that's a good card to run. I run 1 Red Eyes Zombie Dragon. I'm going to end up running 2. This is just another beat stick monster, and it could help go for swarms, especially if you're going against monsters that have pretty good, decent effects. You can use him to get them out, and then, go for more attacks and stuff like that. 1 Lich Lord, King of the Underworld. Basically, again, no reason to run him. I just have him for now. But he's a beat stick monster and has a decent effect. 1 Kasha. This is the main card. it keeps it to where I have no disadvantages. I have no field that I have to go against on my opponent's side of the team, my opponent's side of the field. Basically, this card's effect is it could be special summoned if you control 2 zombie-type monsters on the field. And this card, when it's special summoned, send all monsters all rest of the monsters on the field except for this, and shuffle them into the deck. And then this card gains 1,000 attack points for every single zombie-type monster that was special summoned, that was returned due to this card's special summon. So yeah, that's the monster part of the deck. This is the spell part of the deck. I run 1 zombie world. In the full deck, I run 3, just because, Red Eyes Zombie Dragon and other cards like that. Yeah, mainly just Red Eyes Zombie Dragon, and I think Mizuki as well. I can't remember, but mostly Red Eyes Zombie Dragon is for this card. And for now, I'm just running the 1 Vampire Kingdom just to give that 500 extra attack points. And I run 3 Terraforming just because I want to get this 1 Zombie World out. And once this Zombie World is destroyed and I get a Terraforming, I at least have a Vampire Kingdom that I could go straight for. So I don't have just a Terraforming that I can't use at all. So yeah, I run 2 Book of Life. And I'm going to be running 3 in the deck. Book of Life is probably one of the main broken cards of zombies, which a lot of people don't use zombies, but I just find that just this card alone makes zombies just so broken. If you can make the deck right, this is basically, its effect has no drawbacks. It's target 1 zombie monster in your graveyard, and target 1 monster in my opponent's graveyard. Banish my opponent's card and special summon that zombie card in my graveyard. So basically, I'm banishing a card that my opponent's graveyard and special summoning 1 zombie from my graveyard. I think I said that right. Probably not. But and now in our current meta, banishing is not really too good of a thing. I run 2 Call of the Mummy. Now, I'm gonna say this, and a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh my God, Stanley, why are you gonna say this?" When I finish building the deck, Call of the Mummy is not even gonna be in the deck. That's how fast the deck's gonna be. I only use Call of the Mummy right now because my friend wants me to for now, and it's okay to use. I rarely have ever had to use this card's effect. But yeah. 1 Lightning Vortex. Lightning Vortex is just, discarding those cards that you want to discard, like Mizuki and Bacon Saber, and then just popping off my opponent's side of the field. And then Monster Reincarnation. Basically, like, if it's like that card that if you don't have any more plays, you can go for Monster Reincarnation, get rid of cards like Mizuki. Again, just getting rid of Mizuki and Bacon Saber, and then you can then continue on your plays. So, yeah, that's a good card. And that's the spells. And then for the traps, this is probably the least up to date. Literally, when I run traps in this deck on my Dueling Network and my Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro deck, it literally only runs Royal Decree, Trapstone, and obviously the staple traps, because the back row variant isn't really needed. So I might as well just run, the trap part of the deck isn't really needed, so I just run cards that will just hurt my opponent's trap area. So for now, I'm running 2 Call of the Haunted, because why not? It's a zombie deck. You just get those cards from your graveyard, get that, 2 Trapstone, so I have started off the whole trappy, not easy, you can't use your trap cards. So yeah, Trapstone. Wabaku, basically for keeping your cards alive. Tutton Mask, for basically Dark Bribe. Dust Tornado, basically the MST. Torrential Tribute for it punishes swarm decks, so that's good. It's punish swarm decks. Another negate attack, so another card that could be used as a battle trap, and Bottomless Trap Hole, basically. You know what Bottomless Trap Hole does. So this is the deck. Again, it's in its infancy, extreme infancy, but it's a very good deck. So even as it is, but I guess leave your comments, concerns about this deck. If you have any questions about like why I'm not running some things, just ask and leave it at the comment. Okay, bye.